Police swearing to eradicate gangs. Police chop down 2 robbers. The store owner chopped down 1. Police restore calm in Craigtown while the West Indies and South Africa cricket game is in the balance. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The Clarendon Police is swearing to use all resources to get rid of gangs. According to DSP Fitz Bailey, the killing in Pear Tree Lane was orchestrated from abroad and communicated through a gang leader currently in prison. According to Bailey, the brutal attack was linked to a long-standing feud between Jamaican criminals overseas and was sparked by a dispute over ill-gotten gains which has its roots in 6 previous violent incidents in Clarendon. So it is a fact that the persons who ordered the killing of the 8 persons are very well known by both citizens and the police. One of the prime suspects in the shooting was killed by the police on Wednesday evening, and another handed himself in at the police station. A third is said to be on the run. And here is DSP Fitz Bailey.
The brutal and indiscriminate killing of 8 innocent persons, including a child and 3 women, as well as the injuring of 9 others, including a baby, has troubled the minds of decent, law-abiding citizens here and abroad. This is not normal, and no self-respecting country will ever accept this as normal. Our response to this heinous crime has been swift and impactful. We have since seized an illegal firearm and have apprehended at least 5 persons. In fact, 1 person turned himself in yesterday. We continue to work tirelessly to uncover the truth and ensure that those responsible are held accountable under the rule of law. Our investigation has made significant progress, revealing connections to at least 6 previous violent incidents in Clarendon. These incidents include a quadruple murder in Havana Heights in 2021, a murder committed on April 21st, 2024, and a subsequent shooting and arson that was committed on April 25 in West Park. The other incidents include a murder that was committed on April 29 in the Cherry Tree Lane, a murder that was committed on May 11 along Fogar Road, Maypen, as well as a murder that was committed on May 15 in Yorktown. Unfortunately, our findings indicate that these local violent issues have international roots and incorporate local players, some of whom are incarcerated. These individuals, who once were friends in Jamaica, had a falling out in the United States over illegal obtained gains, leading to each taking homicidal contracts to incite fear and terror. Criminal actors in prisons were contacted to facilitate these contracts through their criminal networks, resulting in the senseless bloodshed here in Jamaica. We are committed in removing those responsible from our streets and to restoring public confidence and trust in our ability to keep Jamaicans safe. In light of this accepted duty, it is important that we isolate those who are responsible wherever they are and to offer our public the level of safety assurance needed. We are mindful of the likely reprisal that will take place in several areas within and outside of Clarendon. I want to reassure the public that the security forces will use all resources available to mitigate any threat of reprisal and will be available to use other legislative tools that is available to us.
And that is DSP Fitz Bailey. Meanwhile, the acting commander of the St. Ann Police is warning that there will be disciplinary action against cops who corruptly collected money from party patrons for police escort service over the recent Emancipation and Independence holiday. According to Superintendent Babette Morgan Simpson, police patrol teams were escorting convoys of up to 15 private motor vehicles to entertainment events in St. Ann. The cops did not receive authorization to use the police vehicles to escort services. In an internal memo, the police commander said the holiday traffic congestion in St. Ann was worsened by the cops providing unauthorized escort services. She said the police will use the technology affixed to each unit to properly identify the assigned police teams involved in this corrupt action. 3 men believed to be from West Kingston address are dead while 3 of their cronies are on the run following a robbery in St. Thomas early yesterday morning. According to police reports, about 4 a.m., a group of men traveling in 2 cars robbed a liquor store in Poorman's Corner in the parish. The owner of the establishment, who was on the scene, said that he was at home when he got a call that his shop was open earlier than normal. He said when he got there he was fired on by the men who fled in a motor vehicle. He then went inside the building and was attacked by a third man who had a machete. The businessman who was armed took evasive action, pulled his licensed firearm, and then light up that thief. Commanding officer for the Area 5 Police, Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, said the police arrived at the scene quickly and pursued the other alleged robbers into the Grand Spend community. He said when they entered the Grand Spend community, they saw a group of men. Two vehicles were parked alongside the roadway. The men fired at the police, and the police team took evasive action and returned fire. At the end of the shooting, two men were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where they were both pronounced dead. And because the gunmen these days are so heavily armed with much firepower, when the police respond, they are not in the mode of taking anyone in alive anymore, and the total of bodies are gonna just continue to pile up. And the mark owners are going to make a lot of money. The Kingston Western Police said that they have managed to break the backbone of an ongoing war in Craigtown community and restore calm. Head of the division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, said the police have managed to disrupt the operation of the two warring gangs in the community through a series of proactive activities. The Kingston Western Police, with the support of the JDF counterparts and specialized operations through intense policing activities, have managed to impact the general Craigtown area of the division, Phipps said. The police activities and intense investigations have led to the arrest and charge of a 17-year-old student for a double murder in the community 2 weeks ago. The community had been under siege after the Gaza and the 110 gang began warring for turf, leading to a wave of violence in the area, and this resulted in the double murder which occurred in broad daylight. Phipps is promising that the police would keep a presence in the community and continue to restore calm. A 42-year-old garbage collector and a 39-year-old janitor are now facing multiple charges, including robbery with aggravation, after allegedly holding a man at knife point and relieving him of his headphones and other valuables. Charged are Harold Little and Kenroy Simmet, and reports from the New Kingston police are that both men, one armed with a knife, held up and robbed the man of the headphone valued at $5,000, a necklace valued at $7,000, and an iPhone valued at $15,000. During the incident, the man received injuries to his finger, and the incident happened along Knutsford Boulevard, Kingston, on Thursday, August 1st. And a report was made, and the police, acting on information, conducted a search of the area where Little and Simmet were apprehended and subsequently charged. Another British woman was recently arrested at the Sangsters International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James, after a substance believed to be cocaine was found in her luggage. The woman, whose name police have declined to release, has since been charged with breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. And reports are that detectives from the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division took the woman into custody during an anti-narcotics operation at the check-in area of the airport. And it was reported that the woman was preparing to board a flight destined for London when she was interviewed and her luggage searched. During the search, detectives discovered two false compartments in her suitcases. Upon further inspection, inspectors found 4 packages containing a white powder substance suspected to be cocaine. The drugs reported weighed approximately 16 pounds. The woman was taken into custody and charged after being questioned in the presence of her attorney. And she's about the 4th one caught this year at the airport trying to smuggle coke from Jamaica. On to sports, the West Indies at Stumps last night were struggling an embarrassing 97-7 in their reply to South Africa, who were all out for 160 in the second test match in Guyana. And this poor batting by both teams in just one day shows how poor of a cricket team both of these teams are. Remember, this is not T20. It is Test cricket, where teams normally make at least 350 to 600 runs at bat. Top scorer for South Africa is their number 9 batsman, who made 38, and 4 of their batsmen made 0 and another one made only 1 run. While the West Indies were no different, they have 5 players who never pass 4 runs, and these are 2 horrible cricket teams. 17 wickets fell in one day, just like schoolboys cricket. And if you ever miss the news on this station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.